EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Shamrocks of Oklahoma City. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
On one, ready?
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Shoves him away, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Bull. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Again, it's Mixon. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Shamrocks are on the board first here this afternoon. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone. And that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the draw is Taylor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie, 70 yards. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 7.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Pushes him over. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Colts have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Down the left sideline, Joe Mixon.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McPherson now for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 77 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Again, it's Taylor. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Richardson on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a touchdown. Jamar Chase, 62 yards. And the Shamrocks will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the 2nd quarter. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Colts moving quickly here in a hurry-up offense. Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. 3rd and long for Richardson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout this rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal.
Fighting through. He's got space. Still going. Inside the 20. Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Finding room at midfield.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now 2nd and 9. In motion, the tight end. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. 190 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the tackle there was DJ Turner. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows where to hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Shamrocks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike Hilton, he came up nicely there and dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Richardson.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Mixon will go off tackle left. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The offense on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
This is 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a rain slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. He has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Their own 16-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw, Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
From the gun again to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here we go.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the